Ohio, come on, Ohio, kitty. Damn it, I fucked up my own intro. Wells. Welcome everybody to this week's What are you reading, Wolf? Oh, as of course, I do have my great co-host here. Please welcome Latvian
I
Dragon.
wish to fortify the bars of the dragon's cage, so the dragon doesn't break through the dent made by the bucket. I am fortifying this iron cage.
Just roll a smith skill test.
Crut.
You're too kind, Wu-chan. Too kind. That is an actual line.
Mark Hamill with his fucking cousin, but Jen.
Yeah,
Like, it's like, no, it's Chad.
then again, a lot more like the Mark Hamill subtle voice rather than the. Imagine Mark Hamill saying,
Live super motherfucker.
right. So we're gonna read a Yakuza fanfic. If you didn't understand what I was referencing to,
Yep.
and this, oh god, this.
I know the cover's not the greatest.
Yeah. Well, at least it's an actual cover, not some kind of picture. Yep. Someone actually thought, what's another weirdest crossover? Oh, I know, a Yakuza and My Hero Academia
If I can be
fanfic.
honest, actually, they could actually work, considering the fact that there is actually kind of a supernatural element to Yakuza.
Yeah, that's only in the game, in the gameplay. In the story, it's
Actually, no, you could technically translate the gameplay into the story in terms of how the characters actually manage to survive their most dangerous feats, provided they don't get shot. But in other circumstances, their extreme fighting prowess, guess what? That's actually translation to the game. That it was, Nelius. That it was. Yes, because technically speaking, it's like you could actually take the elements of the gameplay and actually see it play out story, and it'll actually still work, except for like getting shot that part. But the thing about heat is that that's actually canon. The heat mechanic is actually a thing in the story element.
yeah.
Yeah, how else do you think Majima could create shadow clones of himself in the fifth game?
Fuck.
No, that's not a gameplay thing. That's the game actually acknowledging how fast Majima is. Because he's so fast, they're flying his after images. But yes, My Yakuza Hero by Ravings 1. When seriously transported to a new world, a former Yakuza will have to work alongside both pro heroes and heroes in training to get the answers he is looking for. Rated T for teen, English, humor, friendship, Kazuma Kiryu, and Mountain Lady, and 1A students. Of course, it needs to be humor because, it's Yakuza, so it has its own side of wackiness.
Yeah, and it's kind of where crossover has a bit of a humor. Last
Chapter-
crossover we saw was a bit depressing.
Chapter 1, Rebirth of a Dragon. Oh, there's no need to make things difficult. Just lay out all you have and we'll be on our way. You'll never see us again. Maybe. The only thing you'll be getting is a beatdown from me. Oh, a tough guy, huh? Let's see how long you can keep this whole act of your tough whack. One clean punch in the face and the thug was cold. Hey, you're gonna pay for that, old tiger! The second thug yelled out, running in for a punch on their would-be victim. Or the man dodged behind him last minute, grabbed him by the shoulders and hair, and guided him headfirst to wall the other end. Blood spattered from the wounds the thug fell to the ground, unconscious. The man turned to the last thug, who was now quite terrified seeing his two pals be taken out so easy. Well, the man asked the tough-ring thug. Set the gulp as he let out a yell, charging in a last-ditch effort to avenge his friends. The man, however, dodged again, foreseeing to sweep the thug's legs out from underneath them. He let out a grunt as he fell on his back painfully, or feeling all the air being knocked out of his lungs as the man set a swift kick to his side, sending him flying out of the alley. Garnishing gas from nearby bystanders came to a painful stop on the concrete. Seeing that his work here was done, the man stepped out from the alley, ignoring the concerned and terrified stares he got as he emerged from darkness. Once back out in the daylight, he reached into the pocket of his gray suit, pulling out a pack of cigarettes. He pulled one out and stuck the box back into his pocket. From there, he retrieved a small lighter and used it to light his cigarette. Once satisfied with his now lit cigarette, he blew out a puff of smoke before walking away from the scene of the laid out criminals. Just in time, too, as he could hear the wails of police sirens off in the distance. I need to try and find out what's going on here. Something about a portal dropping me off here from what I heard since waking up on the streets. Sounds impossible from what I've seen with these kind of people living here. Doesn't seem too far-fetched. But I'm trying to go for like the English dub Yakuza voice actor instead of trying to do the god that is the god.
Yeah, it makes
Kiryu.
yeah makes sense. If my
It's hard to do his full like I don't know how like, a man like that exists. The man thought to himself as he walked off, no set destination in mind. He just hoped he could run to someone that could help him get ideas to where he is.
hmm, Kaminari, who's that?
I vote you.
Okay. Man, what a workout today.
Kaminari stated, plopping down the couch in the main room with the doors as he stretched out his arms and legs.
Yeah, I bet I say we're all making good progress at least.
Ashido happily replied, sitting on the couch opposite the orange chair team.
How are you? How are your supermers coming along, you guys?
As the pink alien girl asked her fellow students.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I have seen her. I know. Fuck, I know. I don't know her voice though.
We're not asking. Yeah, coming along pretty slowly if you ask. Kiyushima responded, rubbing at the back of his head. Though at least it's going along faster than Bakugo here, he playfully taunted his short-tempered friend. Gosh, no courage. Shut up, try to study, alright! The blonde yelled out, getting a chuck from the right ball.
What about you, Suyu? What the fuck are these names? How's your supermove coming along? Supermove did.
Ura, Uradaka asked her frog-like friend.
Oh yeah, that. Pretty well, actually.
Sui responded, putting her finger to her chin. I'm working on trying to blend in with my pirate ribbit.
Repeat. Well, that's awesome.
Tolga responded, what about you?
Me? Well, I'm still working on not getting sick. I can't do much if I'm getting dizzy from being in zero gravity. What about you, Deku?
Oh, my need to grab something right. What? Yeah, it's this one. Force diction. And it's unlike the unlike most Yakuza stories, this will be referring to his styles from Zero and Kiwami 1.
So not not the original Yakuza. Just all right.
Well, it's using his styles from Zero and Kiwami 1, and it actually like has like something resembling explanation for why he would still be having those. My explanation for why he would eventually lose the ability to switch styles is actually because it's like my explanation for if I were to ever comment on it would be to his spirit is properly developed that he doesn't need to make up for the shortcomings anymore by needing multiple styles. Yeah, only to see Meteora murmuring to himself, writing things down to his notebook. Too distracted to have heard her. They're not got sweat job to say. All he's used to it by this point.
There he goes again. Whoa, hey guys, come look at this.
Kaminari called out to his fellow classmates. He managed to snap Meteora out of his concentration with a jerk of his head. The teen set his phone on a stand on the coffee table and turned the volume for everyone to hear.
A news report?
Yao Yoruzu, later she joined the others to see what Kaminari wanted everyone to see. We are here live at the aftermath of what appears to be yet another attempt shakedown by a group of small-time villains, making this the third attempt at mugging in the last 5 hours where all the villains have been defeated. And the news reported 3 back-to-back failed muggings? Sour Pete worried it, mostly himself. We have heard from witnesses that the villains were not stopped by any known hero, but instead by a mysterious man. Some of you point out that it could have been the same man which appeared out of a portal hours earlier. Hey, earlier this morning, man fell out of a purple portal. No one's able to recognize who he is. It's a purple portal! You the League of Villains then? No, that can't be right. If he was, why would he... sorry. And why would he be the only one fighting these small-time villains? This is we're assuming that those are the only people he's fought. Just like he has done any big villainous acts, or you would have heard about them then. I have seen news for that we have a picture of the man responsible. Here it is. This is the man thought to be involved. A picture then took place of the woman. In the picture was a man in a gray suit and pants. He also had black hair and appeared to be holding a cigarette. That was all that could be gathered about him, though, as he had his back to the camera. And that's all you're getting. And after all, he does not take his shirt off unless he takes the fight very seriously. That's the rule of Yakuza. Never take your shirt off unless you're taking the fight seriously. Or at least really seriously. Like, I'm about to die serious.
A suit?
That's you, question. It kind of reminds me of an old school Yakuza Kirishima, I said. The picture then faded away and was replaced by the woman again, who stated that she was with the witness who could help describe the man in the photo. No one who man seed. So could you describe what this man looked like? Yeah, actually, no, how about you just one?
Yeah, well, he had a suit with a red shirt underneath. I'd say he looked about maybe 6 feet tall, maybe in his late 20s, I'd say.
See anything else? What about his face?
He had a very stern scowl, kind of scary, actually. Not someone I'd ever want to mess with.
What about a quirk? Do you have one from what you can tell?
I'm not sure on that there. If I had to guess, there maybe a strength had quirk, or maybe he one of having to do with stamina. He didn't seem to have a hard time dealing with the villains.
I mean, if you're going by Yakuza 6, like Yakuza 6, the Song of Life, by that point, Kiryu would be a god in terms of strength. Like, you have to remember, like, technically speaking, Kiryu's upgrades reset to 0. That doesn't mean canonically his strength doesn't carry over. Or it's that everybody else gets stronger. And then he proceeds to get stronger again. Like, in the case between 0 and 1, in which case he was locked up in prison for years. So he actually grew weaker.
Cool.
Miura was lost in thought. Think about this. What could be lower tensions? But it's still odd to see the news report on him on a large screen inside of a building. Some people seem to have taken notice of him or talking amongst themselves. So they're even pulling out the phones, presumably to contact the police. I guess this is bound to happen. And it seems like the people here aren't as comfortable with the occasional street fights the people back home. Yeah, he took glances at his surroundings, trying to get to where he was. This place looks like Japan, granted. No place I've been to. But many of the people here don't seem to be fully human, if even human at all. Well,
I said no!
a woman suddenly cried out, getting the man's attention. Down the street, he saw a woman getting harassed by a drunkard. Come on, babe, it could just be one night. That's all I make you real fun.
For the last time, I said no.
And raising her hand and giving the prick a firm slap onto their face, who stumbled back and said, "Oh, a bitch, huh? A danger for disrespecting me!" He said it as he recollected himself, raising his fist in an attempt to punch the woman. His fist never connected, though, as it was caught by the suit-wearing man, catch both women and Pig by surprise. Hey, the man stated, slowly pointing straight at the prick's arm to get him to stand down. She obviously wants nothing to do with you, so back off before a slap won't be the worst thing you'll be receiving today. Hey, the man threw the drunk man back, causing him to nearly trip over himself.
Who are you supposed to be? Her knight in shining armor? If so, then I'll lay you out before I deal with her.
No, here, I'm going to try rereading those lines, but trying to, like, imitate the Japanese voice actors.
Yeah.
She obviously wants nothing to do with you, so back off for sure. For a slap won't be the worst that you receiving today.
Who are you supposed to be?
And,
Or not-
and I was just testing to see which one worked better. Trying to go for more the English dub or Japanese, or a Seiyu with this extremely deep voice.
Uh,
It's
I
just,
think the English one.
yeah. George transforms arm to a thin sword-like pendant, causing a man to raise an eyebrow. By this point, it wasn't new to him. George looks forward, trying to skewer the man and with his blade arm. He misses the iron and easily dodges out of the way. Of course, he's a god. You wouldn't even begin to think of touching a hair. At this point, okay, um, I know how old he is in this fanfic. Like, I know how old Kiryu is here. So I'll just say he's fought a lot of guys at this point, which could be any game in the entire series.
I would say since that guy said he's in his late 20s, I guess it's like between Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 1.
I mean, you have to remember that Kiryu's lived perpetually 20 years of age for every single game in the entire series.
Oh yeah.
Like, he just looked like he came to his 30s by the time of Yakuza 5. And the man was already in his 40s.
Fucking Asians, man.
And not to mention, just look at Majima too. He like, especially in like a dragon. I think at that point, yeah, Majima was like close to his 60s. Like here, let's look up Goro Majima's age by the time of Light of Dragon, because I think it's stated he's close to his 60s, if not downright 60 himself. Or at least 50. I think it's 50 actually. Here, let me check. Okay, by the time of Like a Dragon, he's 54 years old. Oh, Majima. But in the case of, but he still looks as young as he did back in Yakuza 1. And that means by the time of, and mind you, he's 4 years older than Kiryu is. Yes, and by the time of being like, just remember, at a certain point in time, Kiryu just started to look like he was 30. By the time he was in his 40s. It's like, I chalked it up to the warrior, to like the entire heat thing actually had an effect on aging. But I remember, like, Zucker's actually don't age at all, surprisingly. Anybody? Yeah, okay. The man then countered by grabbing the drunk's arms by the non-bladed part of his left hand and pulled him forward into the latter hand's fist. The drunk cried out as he fell backwards onto the street. The man walked over to him, knowing that was enough to keep him down. His judgment proved true as the drunk picked himself off the ground, glaring death at the man slowly approaching him. Do you not know death when you see it? This is this is the face of God. Once he's back on his feet, he ran forward again. This time, he stopped when the man grabbed him by his shirt. So he grabbed that brute his hand and grabbed his face to push him back to the ground by his head. The drunk landed hard. The man lifted his leg and slammed the heel of his shoe into the drunk's head. Caused the blood to fly out as he was finally knocked on the man unconscious. Proud of his handiwork, he removed his foot from the drunkard's head and headed back towards the woman, who was a little more than afraid at this point. You're right.
Yes, thank you. I should be going now.
Oh, yeah. Bro, what happened to you, man? Did you do this? Yes, what if I did? Well, we have a saying, mess with us, you mess with all of us. The large one stated. Sorry, I just couldn't resist. I think I'll need more men if you want to take me down. Because, mind you, if we're going off, presumably if he was older than he presumably is, he would have had the 100-man fight versus the Tojo clan, where he single-handedly defeated 100 members of the Tojo family, or the Tojo clan. Yeah, And I was without even taking it that seriously. Like, cocky, huh? Let's teach this asshole a lesson, boys. Some things just don't change.
Why must be the ones looking for this random guy? I was hoping to enjoy my day off.
Avoid our street, you Takayama said dejectedly, walking down the sidewalk with Shinji Nishi and Death Arms.
Don't
That was a great bro.
don't oh man, this is just part of what it means to be a hero. We get stuck with the boring job sometimes.
The faster we find this guy, the sooner you can get back to your bed and chips. Death Arms teased.
Hey, that's not all I do. But besides from that, this guy could be anywhere. It's not like we exactly have a trail to follow.
Yeah! So the man felt as he was flung near the trail before coming to a painful stop on the street, blacking out. I think we found our trail. The time straight after a pause. The three looked at them over to see a man who your task is fighting currently fending for himself against a small gang. He's doing a good job at. Another recruit slowly rose to his feet, panting slightly as he glared at for him. And not going to stay down so easily. You know what? I'm actually going to try and re-say one of his phrases so I don't fuck this up. Susunagui.
What?
It's one of the taunts that Kiryu has.
No.
It's one of his taunt phrases.
Ah.
Yeah. Two-man question. Deciding to end this quickly, he yelled out and brought a fist to the ground. Oh, it's a... Okay. Now, this fanfic came out in 2018, right? By this time, if I remember correctly, I think at this time, Kiwami 2 would have came out. Let me check. Yep. Kiwami 2 came out.
Oh.
Oh, and Kiwami 2 decided to bring in the mechanic from 6, which was the extreme heat mode. The man was encoded in the dark blue ore, swirling around like a mystical flame. The ore thugs seemed to back away from him seeing this. The man then wasted no time. He charged at the thug for delivering a quick jab to the face, and wait a minute, I know exactly the clip to use for this. So, because this is essentially this.
生ぬるいぜ行くぜダメ押し
It also helps that one of Kiryu's heat actions with the rush style is literally that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was in Kiwami 1. It's a heat action he has. Right, where he literally goes, oh, the man then wasted no time. He grabbed, or literally quick jab to the face, stunning him. He then grabbed the thug by the hair and brought his face down to his knee. It's not there. He continued to do so, over and over again. Sound splattering blood filled the air with each hit. Takayama flinched with each hit, as Nishi and Death Arm simply stood and watched it with wide eyes. Finally, after 15 consecutive hits to the face, the man pushed the man thug back. It was cooling on his last bits of consciousness. One final kick to the head, the man finally laid the thug out for good. Just as quickly as it appeared, the blue ore surrounding the man faded away. He stood there in shock. The other man was tough when they hurt, not this stuff. He even looked like he broke a sweat. A sweat! Death Arms was the first ring on Super. Sir! Or he called it, can you answer it? We heroes have a task tasking you with questioning. We ask that you do not resist and come without struggle. He stated, now waiting to see how the man would respond. Is that so? Fine. If anything, maybe you can help me figure out what's going on. The man said. That last bit mostly to himself, though loud enough for Death Arms here, who raised an eyebrow. Death Arms was a little shocked to see the man be so cooperative, but he so certainly wouldn't complain. He walked over to the man, pulling out a set of handcuffs. Just some precautions, mister. Kiryu. Kazuma Kiryu. No, lady, wards. Am I calling the police to round up these villains? He called out to his two companions. With that done, Kiryu joined the three hunt heroes as they headed to the police station where they would question, and in return, he would hopefully learn a thing or two about his predicament. Alright. Also, yeah, the style aura. Uh, yeah, well, it's yeah, I think this is the next chapter where you learn how exactly old Kiryu is. Kiryu had been taken to an interrogation room where he is now waiting for Death Arm's return. The hero going to search for anything about the former Yakuza chairman. That being said, as he awaited his return, he was being watched over by Takayama and Nishia. The two heroes started to talk about themselves about their mysterious visitor.
So, so what do you think this guy does?
Takayama asked the older hero. Nishia glanced down at her.
What does it matter? Besides, you'll find out once Death Force returns with anything he finds about him. I know, but I'm trying to kill time here. I don't exactly want to be standing here in silence, so what do you think? That suit makes him look like Yakuza.
I
He has the
Gotta keep
face
her-
of one too. To be honest, it's kind of imitating.
I can assure you, I'm not Yakuza.
Leap!
Takayama, not expected to be heard by Kiryu. He even caught Nishia by surprise. I've been confused for one for years. In fact, it's one reason why I've gotten into so many fights in the past. Kiryu can't even walk down the street without being accosted for people thinking he's a Yakuza.
Something about that seems a little fishy.
Excuse me, I'm just going to put the Yakuza 1 dub in the background to listen to. And make of it what you will, Kiryu replied, not showing much concern for his suspicion. And what about you two? What's with the costumes? Does it have to be with this hero thing?
Well, there's no record of this guy Okay, that's you're voicing Deaf Arms too.
Alright, well, there's no records of the guy anywhere, the man said, taking a puff of his cigarette for blowing out the smoke. It caused him out laying it back while covering her nose and fang away the smoke. Hearing his, Nishio realized he may have come to a rather nice conclusion, but it made sense.
Deaf Arms. I don't think he's from here.
Ah, the Ulrich Sexton. Though I'm not sure how you got into that country. Hey, if that's the case,
No, I mean that. What's your quirk?
try shouting louder. Try sounding more like you're actually questioning him.
What's your quirk?
Takayama interrupted, leaning on the tail to ask you. She's doing his...
She's doing this on purpose now.
A quirk? Do you mean like a personality quirk? There, Takayama stood back, looking at Death Arms. He got a look of disbelief, then gestured her hand towards Kiryu.
That's what he meant.
No, that's what he meant.
That's what it meant. What he meant.
Yeah. If it's in italics, you're supposed to emphasize that word particularly.
I get it.
Hey, are you going to explain what you three are talking about? Kiryu questioned, a little annoyed that these heroes were keeping him in the dark. The three turned back to him. First, answer this. Where exactly are you from? Kamurocho. Though I suspect it's not the same Kamurocho that you three are thinking about. Kiryu suspected, able to put two and two together before being brought here. Death Arms and Takayama were deep in thought. Nishio was quick on the uptake.
Guys, I don't think he's from this world. But how? That can't be possible. Can it?
It should be, but it's really the only thing that explains this man's existence. Yes, I don't think I appreciate being talked about like some strange alien.
The news did say people saw him come out of a portal. Then what? Should we do something about him? He doesn't seem too dangerous.
He did get into fights with some thugs and villains, Jens Thorns pointed out.
While that is true, it was in self-defense. plotting doesn't seem to quirk aside from whether that blue flame was.
Heat, Kiryu said, getting in touch with the heroes in the room. The blue aura is called heat. Just think of it as adrenaline.
Right, that. So I don't think he's broken the law prohibiting the use of quirks in self-defense by unlicensed heroes.
Well, I guess, yes, but I think it'll still be best to have someone keep an eye on him. You're saying that's our Nisha slowly turning attention to the only other hero in the room. Molly was killed currently in thought and failed to know the serious was getting until after about a minute.
What?
That Mount Lady, you are now responsible for keeping an eye on Kiryu.
Nani?
No, that's Kiryu. Nani?
Oh. What? Why me? Why not one of you two?
Simple. You don't get called out for hero work as much as us.
I don't know. Is Mad Lady the one that can turn giant?
Yep.
How is she, I think she's more important than Death Arms. Fuck. Then again, I've never watched My Hero Academia, so I don't get the power scaling of the heroes and such. But
So yeah. Turkey on an argument, but she couldn't think of any legitimate reasons to why she should be the one after Kiryu. So yeah. Snapping Takayama after thoughts. Only to see he and Nishio were already out the door.
hey,
Hey, make sure he doesn't get into too many fights, make sure he's not a villain, and make sure you teach him about this world. Have fun. And about that, Jethars and Nishio are gone, leaving one flabbergasted and one rather different man. And Takayama huffed, looking defeated.
this day sucks. Worse than taking a human projectile into the face for a bunch of kids. Today was supposed to be my day off too.
Look, if this is going to be a problem, I could just be on my way, Kiryu said, standing up for the table, sitting at and getting a woman's attention.
No, it's fine. Just right now, let me at least get back to my agency and change to some casual gloves. I don't want to stay in my hero costume all day.
Kiryu nodded. All right, lead the way. They made their way out of the police station. Kiryu stood patiently outside Takayama's agency, casually smoking another cigarette as he waited for it to return. He was still getting the occasional nervous stare from passersby that recognized him from the news report, but he paid them no mind. After all, he heard the tapping of heels against the ground approaching from the door. Soon as this was Takayama, Kiryu put out his cigarette against the building wall before tossing it aside. The other side, no one opened to reveal the heroine, now wearing a tan jacket, a purple shirt, jeans and heels. Once finished some last-minute hair preparation, she looked at Kiryu and walked up to him. So, what are your plans?
Well, since it seems you're from another world, I guess the first thing I should do is show you around the town. So just follow me for now, and please try not to get into a fight, alright?
No promises, Kiryu said, simply promoting a sigh from Takayama before she started walking, much for Kiryu to follow.
So I'm curious. Are you sure you're not some kind of Yakuza? It's just a vibe I get from you.
I assure you I'm not a Yakuza. It's part of the game series called Yakuza.
Yes.
By the way, in Japanese, it's Ryu ga Gatoku, which is like a dragon. So it's like so it's like I've never seen this joke. It's like every time somebody says I'm not a Yakuza in Japanese, what they actually say is I'm not like a dragon.
Fuck it. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm certain, and trust me, you're not the first, and I know you won't be the last. Yeah, so I didn't feel like that was the truth, but she didn't want to pry. Also, Eve, you have to tell me your name, although I've heard it overheard from the big guy. Mount Lady, was it?
Yeah. That's my hero name. Guess it's better if you know if I have to watch over you like this. Yu Takayama.
What's the meaning behind your hero name, then?
It's my core. It allows me to transfer to a 67.7 giant.
In this core,
giant.
that's what you refer to these powers these people have, right?
Alright, you don't know about that.
She proceeded to go into a quick rundown of quirks, telling about the uniform types, how they differ from each other, giving some explanation of the quirk types. Kiryu took in every word with a deep interest, realizing that even if he was an excellent fighter that could pull it off at even 100 men, he was at a severe disadvantage to most of the population of this world, even on a one-to-one fight.
From what I've seen, you're more than capable of defending yourself, even without a quirk. But you keep getting into fights with random thugs. You're not going to be as lucky as you've been. And I'd rather not have you dying on my watch.
Right, Kiryu noted. While following the hero, he noticed a little girl standing in front of what appeared to be an arcade by herself. She looked at him by something. Hold on.
What is it? The kid?
Something's bothering her. Besides, specifically a young girl like her doesn't stand out in the streets by herself. I'm going to check this out.
You're going to. Hey, what are you doing?
Kiryu was already making his way to the girl, leaving Takeo and Kazuto to him. Hey, Kiryu called out, getting the girl's attention. What are you doing standing here by yourself? You know it's not exactly safe, right? Oh, hi, mister. Hi, miss. Little Kiryu agreed both him and Takeo called out to Kiryu.
What about giving me a little warning next time?
Sorry, causing the young girl to giggle. Anyways, are you lost? Well, no, then why are you here? Shouldn't you head home? Yeah, kind of. But there's this really pretty doll in the claw machine here. I tried getting it, but I used up all my week's allowance. Doll, huh? Kiryu looked towards arcade, contemplating the situation. At sub-story, to get a doll. All of a sudden, sub-story. This is not the last one.
Oh, it's a cute pink bunny doll. I don't.
Yeah, it's a cute big bunny doll. I really want it, but I don't have more money. If I get this doll for you, will you promise to go home? Huh? Oh, that's Sakiyama.
Huh?
Really? Really? What's your name, little girl? It's Yuka, mister. It's Yuka, mister. Yuka, right. And it was a pink bunny doll, right? Yes, sir. Pink bunny doll. Shouldn't be too difficult to find. It's like you head into the arcade. They got falling close behind.
I didn't expect you to be the generous type. You're just going to spend potential hundreds of yen for this girl's doll.
No, there's an entire sub-story, Yakuza 0, that was just that.
Fuck.
Yeah. And took a question matching her face with Kiryu as he walked up next to him. That is being like quite a few thugs at this point. Considering the logic of the Yakuza series, that means a lot of money they must now have received, no doubt, potentially, what, shall we say, like, at least 100,000 yen? But then again, I wouldn't be surprised he had a hell of a lot more. Yes, once she gets this doll, she'll head home. He stated as he walked up the claw machine with a pink bunny. Plus, you're making it sound like we have other important things to get to. Do we?
Well, no.
Got the Yakuza case in terms of story. We have something important to get to. But I need to fucking do this disco dance. And then there's no worry then. With that, Kiryu's ordered some yen into the machine. I like this part so much because it exemplifies how serious the characters take everything. He closed his eyes, took in a deep breath, and exhaled it. He opened his eyes and a touch fire burning within them. Determination overtaking his face as he readied his hand over the button. Let's. He brought his finger down, pressing the button, beginning the game. Go!
Are you normally this intense about everything?
If you will, Takeo requests the overly excited man. Well, you should have seen him when he's in a call, when he's in a telephone club. That's when he's super serious.
Yeah, he takes that. He takes that fucking telephone like he's gonna rip the cord off.
It's like that. You should see how he takes karaoke. That's both him and Machima take that seriously.
Who's Kazuma Kiryu? I only know Dame Dame Man.
Dame dame.
Oh fuck no.
We want to talk about request the overly excited man, but Kiryu paid her no mahid. He was more focused on getting his pink bunny. He pressed the button once, stopping the horizontal motion of the club and getting its vertical movement. After a short movement, and he pressed again. The claw is setting down to its target. The pink bunny. Kiryu got closer to the glass, intensely eyeing the claws that came close tall. In the process, also inadvertently increasing Takeya's silent judgment of him.
How can someone be so invested in something like this?
It's finally the claw grabbed onto by the bite. At this point, Kiryu had beads of sweat on his forehead. Fighting, no problem. All doing the claw machine, intense sweating. The blade kept raising with the claw. However, the grip nearly slipped on the body rabbit plush. Kiryu grunted in worry, but relaxed once he saw the claw had still holding strong, holding the bunny's head now. That's why Takeya's mouth was hanging open in pure disbelief. Afterwards, seemed like pain staking hours. As the claw successfully delivered the prize in cash into the basket, Kiryu retreated, proudly over his reward. Yes! As he suddenly celebrated to himself. Though if having gotten away he came for, he made his way towards the exit, nearly leaving an utterly confused heroine behind. She recollected herself and quickly followed after the man. A short walk later, and Kiryu emerged from the arcade, the sight of him making Yuka giddy in hopeful anticipation. Now, that's pretty accurate how intense the characters take the mini games. Outrun! It's like you almost think that their lives depended upon it. Did you get it, mister? Yep, here you go. Brought the doll and handed it down to the young girl. You could gladly accepted it and brought it close and tight embrace. Thank you so much, mister. I'll take extra good care of her. I know you will. You obviously care a lot for her. We're all agreed on. Yes, sir. I'll hold home right away. Bye, mister. Bye, miss. Stay safe, Yuka. Yeah, carry your weight back. Takian walked up to Kiryu's side.
I never would expect you to be this kind-hearted.
He said, watching the young girl run off Pedroy. Just goes to show you can't judge a book by its cover. Now, shouldn't we get back to what we were doing before this?
Oh, well, oh yeah, I guess.
Okay, respond. Kiryu nodded as he led the way again. As he walked ahead, Shinnok got behind towards him.
Just who are you under those imposing figure?
Many things. He's also known by another name. He's called, he's Judgment Kazi. He's also the former manager of real estate Kamurocho. He's running a real estate business. He ran his own cover, his own hostess club. He's he's the dad dragon at the Sunshine Orphanage, or was it Morning Glory's orphanage? I forgot what it was called. He's the uncle. He's the adopted father. He's the father figure towards the idol known as Haruka-chan. He's a taxi driver. He's many things.
Fuck. Yeah. All right. Next chapter. Crap.
Hmm?
And then what? No, I'm just reading a line. I just realized since you're from another world, you don't have a place to sleep.
Are there hotels nearby?
Oh yeah, but I don't exactly want to spend what little money I have. Just how much they pay you to be a superhero in this world?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not that.
I do know one thing though. If technically speaking, it's the same. It's still Technically speaking, if this is the same Kazuma, he still has a crap ton of money. Just sort of like there's this line in Kiwami too. It's like I pretty much have. It's like research knowledge. I have fuck you money. The sky's the limit. Yeah, when they were trying to figure out a gift to give Yuki-chan, and then they ended up giving her to monstrosity that was the golden statue for the second time.
All right.
Just remember, it's quite funny that Yakuza 0, the golden statue costs 10 billion yen. And yet it's only 2 million in Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Guess they realized it was not actually gold. It was just copper.
It is. Well, it's all that Yuki knows is that either way, it's still a horrifying thing to look. It's still a terrible thing. She had slight trauma when she remembered the golden Majima statue.
Fucking. Maji was so narcissistic. He makes a golden statue of him.
It's on Kiryu too, back in Yakuza 0. When if he completes entire real estate, he gets the option to spend 10 million yen to put in a golden statue of himself. And it, like, here.
Bro, why the fuck he has glasses?
Because it quote makes him look more professional, and because the secretary's into that shit. No joke. That's literally why she convinced him to start wearing it. Because at first, it's like first she told him it makes you look professional, and then she just straight up admitted, "Okay, I'll admit, I actually like. I think guys who wear glasses are hot." And here's the golden Majima statue.
doing the Saturday Night Live pose. Wait,
No, that's not the Saturday Night Live pose. So
Wait,
that's the dancing pose he makes. Name one person.
Whatever.
Name one person in the last 20 years who was working with statue. Kiryu, wait a second. And look, this is what Marina. This is what his secretary thinks of a statue.
Oh my god, gross. Where's this tasteless statue come from?
And here's what Yuki thinks of it.
Whoa, what on earth is this eyesore? Gross. Real?
Also, look at all those abs. Oh wait, that's nice. And then it's like, well, because they're trying to figure out what next they could give her that would remind her of Kiryu. It would be, I mean, it would be nice to keep reminding her. So they just thought, and they both came to the same conclusion: golden statue of Kiryu. And she reacted to it as well as she did, where it's like she would say it, but the fact she was silent and didn't say anything, and she just looked at it. It's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, don't worry, I'll pay for myself. Oh, Kiryu once again picked up on what she said, making Takayama jump again.
Yeah, there's some sort of quirk that lets you hear things better.
Just try to reason. I've only got to be heard twice. I don't. You just talk loud.
I do not.
Actually feeling offended by that remark. She rolled her eyes as she redirected the conversation back on track.
I'll lead you to the hotel. Just follow me.
Beep, 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 beep.
Here we are. This is where you can stay for however long you're going to be staying here, I guess. I'll be heading home for the day as well. That being said,
She turned towards Kiryu.
I'd say you're at least safe enough that you don't need to be watched all the time. However, that doesn't mean I exactly trust you just yet.
Understandable. You've only known me for a couple of hours. I wouldn't expect you to already trust me completely. Takayama simply nodded.
Well, you're not under my supervision. Try not to do anything that will get you thrown into jail. In a day from now, you'll be coming with me to the Boca National Stadium. Going to be watching the provisional hero license exam.
There. After a brief moment of silence, Kiryu raised an eyebrow, realizing her mistake to her inside.
Alright, almost forgot. The provisional hero license exam is a test for up and coming heroes to prove they have what it takes to be an actual hero.
I see, so you just don't let anybody become a hero.
Well, if everyone's hero, no one is. Wait, that logic doesn't work. Whatever. Yeah, out of thousands of students that will take these exams, less than half of the half or so pass. It's pretty rough. It makes sense though by making. Wait.
Makes sense though. By making it so that not many people pass, only the best can succeed. And the ones that can pass can go back and train, right? Hey, talking about that, sugar opportunity to check the timer phone. See us getting especially late.
Right, like I said, I don't do anything to get yourself into any trouble. All right, I don't need to spend time bailing you out.
It's Constable Kiryu. You could walk down the street and you would get into trouble no matter what. You can't, like, no, like, it's serious. You can't even walk down the street without you getting into trouble. Again, no promises. I can't help if someone's asked to be laid out. A few hours later, Q is back out walking around town. He's had a long sunset, so he was now walking in the dimly lit city by himself. Or did he have anything important to do outside of his hotel room? He didn't feel like being cooped up in a small room for the rest of the day. Besides, he wanted to look around town for a bit more. He didn't see a karaoke club on his tour with Takayama. took note of how little people there were going on about during the night. Certainly a little different from the day. Probably considerably more dangerous than I feel down in the world. He did know some other heroes roaming around too. They must have been patrolling the streets. That girl again. Hey. Yeah, he called out as he walked up to her. Can't hear Ted. Yuka, right? What are you doing back here? Oh, hi again, mister. What's wrong? Did you lose your buddy doll? No, I didn't. It's a clumsy. What about it? I want to check if there's anything else I want to say before it. I saw that there was an All Might doll, but it's only there for a little time. It won't be there once I get my allowance. Now she says an All Might doll. What is that? Mister? Do you not know? No. Here's one confused. Was this something he should have known? Mr. All Might was the #1 hero. He could stand up to any villain and win. Whenever he helped or saved you, he always had a smile on his face. He'd be the strongest villain in the world. But he lost his power afterwards. I see. So this All Might is a pretty stand-up guy. Sounds very respectable. And you want the doll from before they take it out of the machines? Well, yes, I see. Don't worry, I'll get it for you as well. You said once again brightening up the girl. Really? Yay! Thank you, mister! He simply smirked for heading inside. Once he find a claw machine once more. He had a problem to figure out which one of those All Might doll. It was being advertised as a limited edition prize on the machine. Good thing too, is he had forgotten to ask what you looked like. Golden hair with 2 strands sticking out in the front, a big, probably exaggerated smile plastered on his face, a cape and a heroic pose. It's quite the look, kind of to get to the machine. His intensity with starting up the game got a few staring. But he could care less. He was solely focused on making this young girl happy. The claw dangled over the doll for the setting onto its target. Kiryu watched in slight intense anticipation, having expected that he managed to snag the prize his first try like last time, although that wasn't the case this time, as the claw did land on the doll, but failed to get a grip. Kiryu grunted surprise as the claw reset itself. He was so sure he nailed that spot. He started to try it again, only to be met with the same results. Kiryu started sweating as he readied his third attempt. Dude, it's a doll! This was his last shot. Once in position, he's made contact. He made the claw descend, claying it as it grew closer to its target. Finally, the claw made contact. Slowly contracted its fingers around the head of the doll and started lifting it up. Kiryu knew he was now in the park. Towards the end, though, the doll needed to make it a drop off point. However, said doll started slipping out of the grip of the claw. Kiryu's eyes grew wide as he feared all his work would be for naught. The doll's head slipped out. The claw not very hard to stray of hair. Causes inches for the drop off. HD to hold it until no! Kiryu cried out as the doll fell from the claw, landing just 2 inches away from the drop off area. Kiryu squeezed his eyes shut, leaning against the glass of the machine for leaning his head against the glass as well. He suddenly banged the side of his fist against the claw machine, gaining more stairs. Mind you, this is not as intense as how serious he takes pocket circuit racing. It's like he takes pocket circuit racing is a big deal to him. So much so here's so much so. In Yakuza Kiwami 1, when Majima intruded into the pocket circuit race, he was like, nope, get out, we're fighting outside. It was the one place he would not accept Majima coming into. Yeah, because that's a sanctuary. He was bested by a simple claw machine. Such a haunt, such a loss will haunt him for a very long time. Maybe even to the day he dies. Dude, it's a claw machine. He straightened himself out before throwing more into the machine. In one quick attempt, Q managed to latch onto the doll and finally get it to the drop point. Finally. He was at all sides of his crushing defeat vanished and was now replaced by his typical expression. He retrieved the All Might plush and made his way back to Yuka. Once he returned to the arcade, he could see Yuka's face lamp like last time. Here you go. One All Might doll. Sabi took the doll at once Kiryu officer. Thank you, mister. You must be amazing at claw machines. You could say that. And keeping the fact that he lost the first time himself. Seriously, it's like it's like imagine if it's like cause like you I take many things seriously. I even take the most mundane activities seriously. Like oh my god, remember the sub story where he has to deliver pizza. And the music it makes it seem like it's one of the most intense moments ever. Like the world will end if Kiryu doesn't even deliver the pizza on time. Here.
He delivers pizza. Okay, did you finish the?
Yeah, I finished. I'm just trying to remember what it was called.
Passport to pizza?
Yeah, that was super hilarious. It was like he was taking it so seriously. It was so funny. It was like, what the fuck, dude? You don't need to take it this seriously. Like it felt like it was an intense music play throughout an entire sub story. It's like what? I'll find it later.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Brad! Suddenly a third voice emerged. A man in a black jacket walked up to hand over the stupid doll. And now you fucking bastard, hand it over. Hey, can you please stop front of you? Shield your case the man. Try anything. You shouldn't talk like that to a kid. What? You're supposed to be damn father? Fuck off or I'll lay you out. I'm gonna need you to stand back. He said, looking back at the young girl. She said nothing, instead of responding with a nod of her head for back and jerking and watching the safety in the window. Curio wants to make sure he was safe, turned back to the man, cracking his knuckles as he's ready to fight. Right, the man was the first to attack. He held his hand out to his iron line not too far away. I discovered a beer ball. The ball began to levitate before hurling towards Curio's face, who dodged in the last second, seeing the ball shatter the wall behind him. So that's how you want to fight, huh? Before stomping his foot onto the ground, bringing his arms down his side, as he was coated in a yellow aura. He stomped his way towards his target, not like a beast with its prey. The man now somewhat intimidated by Kirio's story to sending more small eyes towards him. This time they managed to hit the mark, but Kirio was simply shrugging them off. Once goes he picked up the large lit up sign sitting in front of the arcade with little effort, wasted no time swinging towards the man. And the man managed to dodge the first one he was sending back, but recently made a full spin, keeping him to the attack a step closer to the man. The sign hit him hard, sending him flying to the ground. Seeing him lay on the ground, Kirio made his way toward the tower. Seeing he was still kicking. When it's over, man, he lit the sign over his head and with an intimidating yell, brought it down to the down man, completely destroying the sign in the process. Artist wasn't enough to keep the man down, and just after a moment, the man got back on his feet. Once up, he threw a punch towards Kiryu, only for him into a collie tag in his own hand. And Kiryu threw aside the man's fist, he grabbed him by the collar of his shirt. Proceeded to drag the man back on a trash can, not too far behind him. Once close out, he turned back to the man and delivered a solid punch to his side, knocking the wind out of him. While the man was stunned from the attack, Kiryu picked the man up and dunked him headfirst in the trash. The fuck? He looked up only to see Kiryu with the trash light. He could get a word out before Kiryu slammed the lid onto his head and pushed him back into the trash. Finally, with a head yell, he kicked the trash can, sending it toppling over and sending the man flying out. Yelling in pain. With that, the man finally gave up and coming to a painful stop on the ground. Now, remember, kids, Kazuma Kiryu has never killed anybody.
That's bullshit. He probably didn't intentionally kill them, but definitely someone. Now, that's
Well,
game.
that's something that's lost in translation. What they mean to say is that Kiryu's never murdered anybody.
Yeah, there's difference between killing and murder. Curious probably has killed somebody.
I mean,
Either
all the
by
people,
accident or self-defense.
that entire car chasing Yakuza 0 was an entire case of Kiryu's never killed anybody. And
Yeah,
of
that's
course,
like
there's actually Kiwami too, where he shoves the guy's head into a microwave and asks the clerk, asks the store clerk to heat up. I'm not joking. That's happened.
yeah.
It gets weird with Kiryu. It's like, when the game comes and says, "I've never killed anybody," you killed a person. It's like what they mean to say is, "I've never murdered." Or like, let's be honest, even Majima has killed a couple. Which ones? Majima has probably killed his own fair share of people, but he's never murdered a person.
Well, they almost beat someone to death in like the
Well,
first
actually,
game.
in the original game, he actually did kill that person.
The
We're
one
not
that.
Yeah. Actually, in the first game, actually, in the original Yakuza 1, he did murder a person with a bat for not laughing. He
Oh,
actually killed that guy.
all right.
It was changed that he just beat the guy unconscious. And of course, there's the infamous Yakuza 4 rubber bullets.
Rubber bullets. Oh, what is this? Dark Knight Returns?
No, not even joking. It was like to explain why Saitama didn't kill all those guys back in and what got to another guy like it's like, oh no, that was rubber bullets. Like what? Wait, what were the people? Yeah, he hasn't killed people. He hasn't murdered a person, but the chance that he killed people is there.
Yeah. The
Highly advanced rubber bullets.
bullet.
Yeah, mister, you're right. You could. Yes, sir, I am. Glad to hear. What the hell? You're like a fucking monster. Yep. Next time, I'm trying to take a girl's doll. Oh yeah, look. Remember, this is a line that Majima said Kiwami too. Hey, half that guy. That guy looks suspicious. Yeah. Yes. Right. Yeah, that's next time. Don't try taking on girl's doll. Why'd you even want it to begin with? That's none of your damn business. Remember this, you asshole. Well, with that overdone with, the Kiryu turned towards Yuka. Thank you for protecting me, mister. You're like a hero. I wouldn't go that far. Just make sure you make your way home safely, alright? Oh, thank you again, mister. A hero, huh? I guess it's not too far off. If Yuka have a Saikiri's way. Damn it. Okay, you read this, done.
Okay. Darn it! What am I going to do?
The woman questioned to herself.
The show is in few minutes, and I don't have a replacement. Why didn't have a replacement already, just in case? I'm so dumb.
She chastised herself. She looked up just in time to see Kiryu passing in front.
Oh,
She focused on him.
the tall, muscular build, that tall, imposing figure, that imitating stern scowl. He's a perfect. Excuse me.
She called Kiryu, getting his attention. Mm-hmm. Sub-story, last minute lady.
Yes, you. Can I bother you for a moment? Sure.
Sure. What do you need?
Actually, what's your name?
It's Kiryu.
To be honest, the only Kiryu I care about is the Mecha Godzilla. He's the second closest.
Anyways,
I'm
continue.
yeah, I'm just Kiryu, nice to meet you. I'm Mizuno. Any, anyway, I call you over because I kind of have a situation on my hands and I am a little desperate.
She smiles sheepishly, making Kiryu raise an eyebrow.
I have this sort of I'm putting on. Guess you can think of it as a beauty pageant, except not really. Everything was going well, but one of the contestants didn't show up, and I'm going down one person. I really need a replacement, and you fit the bill almost to a T.
Let me make sure I get what you're saying. Hey, so you're holding this show, but you're short one contestant for whatever reason. Now you need someone to fill in for them, and apparently I'm a perfect fit for the job.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'll bite. Just tell me what you need to do. Making Izu's eyes light up.
Oh no! God
Oh
damn
yes.
it! Oh, excellent. Oh, I probably should ask you. How do you feel about cross dressing?
What?
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
No,
I discovered like
no
my
need.
con. Yeah. You know, I figured I look at like a map that shows which country is more what kind of fetishes the country is into, and my country is into cross dressing. No joke.
Okay,
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. She apologized quite loudly. I felt I've explained the full story now from the beginning. You wouldn't accept the help and would run off on me.
well, you're probably right. But I guess I already agreed to help, so just lay it out on me. What have I gotten myself into this time?
Again, I'm sorry. You see, this is they show entirely composed of women, and for the muscular woman spot, muscular women, they're just men with tits. Oh, that's all. There's no straight
Just
man finds them attractive. If you do, you're gay.
wait, what you? I'll keep reading.
All right. Getting the rabbit. We tried getting the rabbit here. Oh, I know what they're talking about. A miracle to participate, but she was rather vocal about not wanting to participate. Maybe she's busy. But then I saw you and thought that puts little work in a dress we can pull this off and make you pass as a woman. Yeah, he also needs to be blackface, the wearing some dumb bunny
No,
ears.
no, just stop.
Sorry, I'm joking.
Thanks.
But was that insulting? I'm sorry again. I'm really desperate, so I hope I agree to help.
Fine, let's just get this over with.
Oh, thank you. Now let's get inside. There's no time to lose.
He said, grabbing Kiryu's arm and feeling behind her. Kiryu could already feel the regret. So it was going alright so far. The woman would walk onto the stage, strike a few poses, walk off. Gain and choose the crowd.
Right?
And now, for our last contestant of the day, meeting, Kiryu-me!
Kiryumi. Alright. You're up. Just do what comes natural.
I feel ridiculous.
No shit. It's fine. You look great. Now get out here and be the best woman you can.
She said, giving Kiryu a little push to motivate him to walk out. Kiryu's eyes readjusted to the light that was shining brightly down on him as he made his way to the stage. Wearing a red dress, makeup, and false eyelashes, Kiryu looked like a very manly woman. Do what comes natural. What's natural? A muscular woman. Maybe some flexing, Kiryu thought, looking down his eyes. I was waiting for him to make a move. For his first move, Kiryu began small. He flexed his arms, turning a bit to make sure the audience could see every angle of him. Once he finished, he looked down to gauge the audience's reaction. Pure silence. What am I doing with my life? You could hear he questioned, seeing that his efforts was useless. He took a glance at Misu, who had resorted to biting her nails, trying to calm her nerves, but it didn't work. Misu tried posing like the women behind me. Oh no! With that, he began to put everything he can into posing and flexing his muscles. Still nothing, though he got a cough on the audience members. If that was any sort of compensation. He took another quick glare at Mizuno. Was she hyperventilating? Crap, things are going on. What else can I? Curious for what? We're closing his eyes and concentrating. After a moment, he opened his eyes and held out his arms. His body began being consumed in the deep blue aura sparks of his extreme heat. After giving for a good moment, Kiryu extinguished the mystical flame surrounding him. Once again, looked down at the eyes. Still nothing. This is hopeless. I should know that this would never. Dude, both women are manly women are hot as fuck. Yeah, the random auditor yelled out. The crowd went wild after that comment. Some even took to chanting Kiryumi. Kiryu was taken aback, but Sort knowing his efforts weren't in vain. Even Mizuno was shocked by the outcome, but at least she seemed to have calmed down now. Hey, at least Gororomi wasn't there.
Oromi?
Gororomi.
Oh. Dude.
Do you not know who Gororomi is?
Nope. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. You know, I'm okay. Whenever time I hear the words like Goro and Kiryu, I think Goro from Mortal Kombat and Kiryu from Godzilla. Imagine that.
That's Gororomi.
Goro.
Yeah, Gororomi.
God
There was a
damn.
time where Majima cross-dressed just to try and get Kiryu to fight him.
I wonder if Kiryu wanted to call him a fag after that.
It was like, if anything, he was. I mean, you guys respected Majima for being tenacious enough to just find reasons to fight him. Yeah, like this is the same guy that called him out for that site. Like, Majima wants to decide to say, "Oh wait, you did read a porn mag," and so he decided to humiliate Kiryu to force him to fight him by yelling out in public that Kiryu was perusing a porn mag, just to get him to fight him.
Fucking Christ! Did you also find him? Did Kiryu find him in that costume?
Yeah, he did. He was called over by Nishida that he just told that there was a hostess house getting out of control. That was his other than Majima. And by the way, here's the thing. You can actually try it in a harness and play a hostess minigame where you essentially try and romance Goromi.
Oh God, no!
If you fail, you have to fight her. But of course, we have the best. But of course, that's not the best Majima. No, the best Majima
Play this something else ridiculous.
the best Majima is everyone's idol Majima.
Oh, this guy. God. Oh yeah, Yakuza 0 does take place in the late 80s.
No, this is Kiwami 1, which takes
Oh.
place in 2005.
Fuck, he still has that costume after like 20 years.
Yes. Yes. It wasn't his imagination, it was real. And even Kiryu is like, what the hell are you wearing? It looks like you got into a fight with a disco ball.
With the
And it
disco. Majima fighting a disco ball.
No, that's not all. And it looks like it won. And by the way, Majima also has a slight little reference to one of his sub-stories. When Kiryu's like, but you're gonna pay the tax. Joke's on you. I invented the tax, Kiryu-chan. It's a reference to one of his sub-stories in Yakuza 0 where he helped out the person, then inevitably created the tax that popped the bubble. Yes. Now read, or I'll shoot you.
All right. Thank you so much, Kiryu. Everything went far better than expected. All because of you.
Yep, sorry, yeah. Okay. I can't take all the credit. The other women there did amazing work as well.
Yeah. Uh, they did, but you literally saved the show. Without you helping, we should have canceled. So again, thank you so much. If you ever need any help with anything, I'll try my best to return the favor, Kiryu.
Yeah. Well, I'll be sure to hold you to that. We'll take care now.
You too. Thank you once again.
You know, I think you did a pretty good job being a woman. Kiryu smirked himself. Last minute lady, complete. Now
You
about the
know,
karaoke. Now about the
oh,
karaoke. Now about the karaoke club. I wonder if they have Bakamite.
he definitely needs to sing that.
I sing for you. Bakamite.
To,
Kodomo nanone.
okay, to be
Yekite wo yu de kizu suite.嘘が下手なくせにバナナに笑顔を見せた。I love you もろくに言わない。口下手でもない時よ。なのにどうしてさよならは嫌だの。ダメダメダメよダメダメよあなた好きで好きすぎてどれだけですよには酒でも上に泳げたいバカみたい。
Fuck that song. This song is awesome.
So you actually find yeah, great. I can't even find it. Well, I got a song that's just as good as that.
All right.
Sooner only I love you. Don't
Oh,
you love me? Today was君にあるガラスの靴を探そう。二人で step and go。いつまでも死な中日を。それからけ僕らを割るマジックは時計はしない。おいで召しませ、お姫様。どうのリンゴを食べてやゆちゃいそうな。素直すぎる君が、時計を愛しい。当たりは栄光、宝物さ。地球はなり、木は登り、君は M. No, I'm not gonna sing the entire song.
of course. Why? Of course not.
Don't worry. I know the ending lyrics. It's just that I'll listen, keep listening until I get to that final part, and then I'll actually sing it.
Here we are.
Alright, Takayama said, standing with Kiryu in front of the Takoba National Stadium. It's been a few days since the two had made back up. Kiryu explored to see a bit more, entertained himself, and surprised they had only gotten to 4 fights. Takayama, on the other hand, had a comparatively dull day a few days. Other than being somewhat lazy, he had gotten stuck with more dull hero work, patrol solving, petty issues, his feelings, non-hero work, basically anything that could be considered enjoyable. But why did we drive over here? We could have gotten here sooner, Kiryu commented. Calling Takayama to look away, sweat dropping.
I don't exactly have a car.
I see. He says he began walking towards the stadium.
I was expecting to be ridiculed for not having a car.
Takayama thought to herself before catching up to Kiryu, getting in, and showing her ID to his hero and managed to get Kiryu in. The two found seats, which wasn't difficult at all considering there was barely anyone else there. So, there's something that heroes do? Watch the exams?
Well, no. This is just a personal hobby of mine. I come to watch these every now and then. Plus, it's a lot easier now since I'm a pro hero.
Yeah. Uh, there.
Hold on, it's starting.
Yep. Yeah.
Only what you gotta.
I don't. Yeah, as far as it's not really as much interesting. That always just feel like very wall of text state.
Oh yes, the wall of text. Slipknot
Okay, there
doors
we go. There we go. That's better.
specialty.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say I'm anyone special. I just try to live my life like anyone else would.
Huh? Uh huh. Well, what do you do back in your world?
Well, I did run real estate many years ago. I actually ran the entire firm, recruited staff, structured my team, and delegated assignments, all to compete against these 5 evil billionaires.
5 evil billionaires?
Yet, they harassed and beat down everyone they held power over. I eventually bought my territory, fought each one of them for complete control, made all of them change their ways for the better by recruiting them to work for me.
Well, that's quite the work experience.
Akio responded, she wasn't sure what to make of it. It wasn't something an average person would experience, much as a story where she would hear coming from someone who came from a world without quirks. I also worked at the cabaret club. I helped to build it up, increasing profits in order to fight against a megalomaniac that was crushing all opposing competition. He eventually managed to beat him by defeat all the clubs he owed to the cabaret club Grand Prix. But in the end, it turned out that he was at first in a massive debt, but as he gained more money, that was all he could think about. He really didn't turn out a new lawyers in the end, but he did end up serving time for all the underhanded tricks and schemes he did with his clubs.
Is this guy even real? You know, for someone who's not anyone special, you seem to be put in strange situations a lot.
You have no idea, Kipri simply commented. That was probably enough to get her off his back for now, though he was certain the question would come up again at some point, maybe at some point in the future where he would tell her. The said continued on giving Kiryu you a chance to see the extent of some of these quirks. Ice, fire, earthquakes, explosions, acid, powerful gust of wind, controllable hair, lasers. There seemed to be no limit on these different quirks these people had. Eventually, the exam came to finish. Now, the 100 who passed the first exam, only 3 had failed. One being practically upset about his failure. After all was said and done, Kiryu followed Takayama out of the stadium. And by the way, okay, so we confirmed that he's done Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 2, putting his age in the 30s.
All right.
And I'll just need to. Here it is. Okay, because of a Kiryu, according to his age by the time of Yakuza Kiwami 2, he would have been. Here's biological information. He would have been 38.
Yeah.
It's kind of old, but not that old.
Oh, hey,
Wait.
isn't it?
That's Kitty. I voice Kitty Shama.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, isn't it Mount Lady? Daring everyone to look where he's pointing. Aizawa and Fukukado looked too, seeing Takayama walking with a rather intimidating-looking man.
Hey, Mountain Lady.
Why so loud? Oh, so Mystery President's voice. Upon recognizing the other heroes, Takayama smiled a bit.
Give me a minute, Kiryu.
Sure. There. I mean, you're almost focused on Takayama. I mean, you're focused on Kiryu. That has to be him. That's been in the news a few days ago. The one who appeared from a portal. His clothes seem similar and fits the age category. It doesn't seem like he could be older than 30. Why is he here, though? Is he that lady? It's like a connection between the two. Family? No, it can't be it. Maybe it's, oh crap, he got me staring. And then he's walking towards me. Hey, yes, sir. Everything all right? You look tense. Kiryu asked. Clearly, nothing is all right. Yeah, everything is all right, sir. If it looked like water, meteor would be a geyser. Kiryu simply raised an eyebrow. You're short? Yes, just peachy. Tsukisaki insisted he was all right. Kiryu simply not. All right. You're the kid with the green lightning coming off you, right? Green lightning? Oh, you meant my quirk. Kiryu calmed down a bit. You, this guy wanted to hurt him. They were playing 4 years around. Not to mention his friend and other students. Yeah, meteor, right? Midoriya, right? Takayama talked about you a bit. Takayama? Oh, he must be Mount Lenny. Yes, that's me. It's nice to meet you. Kiryu. He gets guys out a glance at him. Isn't that the guy? Takayama.
The guy is front the news report. Yeah, that's him. His name is Kazuma Kiryu. This may sound ridiculous, but turns out he's from another world entirely, one without quirks. Also, don't let the vibe he gives off fool you. He's not a villain, or really that bad of a guy. He does seem to attract fights, though.
Hmm.
Yeah. What? What are you gonna do? What are you doing here? Anyway, mad lady.
Hmm? Oh, I come to watch these exams.
Oh,
Takayama, continue. It's still you.
I come to watch these exams every now and then. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Is that why he's here too?
Small here reference to form, because you seem to be true to the rest of 1A class, getting enough Takayama.
Yeah, he's kind of under my watch for time being, so I decided to bring him along here.
Kind of looks like a Yakuza.
That's what I. That's what I said.
Making eyes all caught up after the outburst. Bukukado, finding the situation amusing, and stifled a giggle. After a bit, Takayama had a thought.
Hey, Eraser. What about if we can get the principal's permission? We can bring him to UA. Not as a
I
not,
continued.
not as a student, but maybe he could learn some things. Still something he's still learning about this world.
So he's actually from another world, huh? Maybe. That's our 3 chapters.
Yeah. Oh boy, that fell fast.
Yep. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you all next time.
Ata.
The and 3, 2, 1. Where is it? For